everything you want another man wants. The dream house, someone else grinding for it. That business success, someone else is building right now. That influence, that wealth, that freedom. You're not the only one after it. And there is no participation trophies in war. You either win or you lose. The weak hesitate, the strong take action. The battlefield of life doesn't care about excuses, only result. To win, you must be the last one standing. And to be the last one standing, you must never quit. This is urgent. You need to move with conviction, with discipline, and with unstoppable energy. Every day wasted is a day your enemy is getting stronger. The moment spent doubting is the moment someone else is taking action. Everything is war, and in war, hesitation is death. Attack, win, dominate. Fix your posture. Have some confidence. God is watching, and He's waiting for you to stop waiting on other people. Your habits compound. The things you casually do at 20, 25 becomes who you are at 30, 35. If you are doom scrolling at midnight, skipping workout because you're tired, or you're not building anything with your life, you just drinking your weekends away, none of it stays casual. It either becomes a problem or it becomes your personality. Think about it. Someone who started investing at 25 with small amounts will quietly outpace someone who waited until they had enough, because compounding does not care about your good intentions. Here's what I did at 24 that changed the last 5 years of my life drastically. I sat down and chose 5 things I wanted to be true about my life when I turned 30, and all but 4 came true. Number 4 is having $1 billion, and that one I'm getting it. By the time I turn 30, I'm getting that motherfucker, bro, I promise you. To give you a glimpse, I wanted multiple streams of income. I got 4 of them. I wanted to make 6 figures. I've done that. I wanted to start growing my family. I've got a wife and a son. Yours will be different, but write them down. Then every Sunday night, without fail, ask one question. Did this week move me closer or further away from my goals? That's the whole system. A lot of people don't succeed because they move like headless chicken. Don't be most people. They have 0 direction, 0 plan, 0 system in place. All you have to do is follow this simple system and your life will change drastically. Remember, you have to stay learning. Somewhere in your plan and system should have a skill that you are learning and you are spending your free time on. And that can translate into money later. You're not the same boy anymore. You don't need to keep repeating the same sound like a broken record. You can pause. You can look at your life and say, I've seen this pattern before, and I don't want to live this way anymore. It takes being aware, but it takes a level of strength to change that, because a lot of people are aware, but they still don't make the changes. I'm talking about the kind of strength that says, I'm willing to feel everything I've been running from so I can finally be free. Because let's be honest, you don't want to feel numb anymore. You don't want to keep messing up every relationship. You don't want to keep self-sabotaging every win. You want peace. You want clarity. You want to be part of the men you are when nobody's looking. And to get there, you have to recognize the pattern and interrupt it every time. Not once, not perfectly, but over and over and over again. Catch the thought before it turns to destruction. Catch the emotion before it turns to cold silence. Catch the moment you're about to give up and stay. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be aware. And that's how you truly heal from your past traumas. And that's how you change the cycle. Don't be one of those losers who just watch and watch. I need you to take action. Most people don't succeed in life because they just refuse to take action. They just learn some stuff. They just repeat it to other people. Act like they smart and shit when they haven't accomplished a single thing. Pick a plan. I don't care what it is. If you want to climb a fucking mountain, if you want to create the next TikTok, the next YouTube, if you want to go into real estate, if you want to get into marketing, if you want to get into politics, it does not matter. What I'm telling you is make a plan, pick the things that you want to do, and then you want to make a plan. Where do you want to be in 1 year? Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where do you want to be in 5 years? It's that simple. And you don't forget this plan, whether you want to be reminded or not. You could write them on a sheet of paper somewhere where you're going to see them every day, or keep them in your notes. I don't care, but you should have a plan, and then you are going to take action every single day. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care who passed away. I don't care what happens. If you can put some hours in, you put these hours in. We think that if we take a break or get lazy for a few months, or life just pauses. We think we can just hit resume whenever we want, but life doesn't have a pause button. If you stop rowing your boat, it doesn't stay in the same spot. You drift backwards. You drift towards the waterfall onto your death. If you stop maintaining your house, it doesn't stay new, it rots. This is why your life feels like a mess. You are not doing anything wrong, but you're just not doing enough to stop the rot. The default state of your body is weak. The default state of your mind is anxious. The default state of your life is chaos. To have a good life, you have to fight against the chaos every single day. So how do we fix it before it's too late? We keep it simple. 3 steps. Step 1, stop digging the hole. Most people try to fix their life by doing more. They want a new gym routine, a new idea, a new diet, but you cannot build a house on top of a swamp. Instead of asking, how do I succeed? Ask yourself, how am I currently ruining my life? If you wanted to guarantee your life would be miserable in 5 years, what would you do? You'd sleep all day, eat junk food, you'd scroll on your phone for 6 hours. Now I want you to look at your life. You're probably doing those things right now. You don't need a magic trick. You need to stop digging the hole. Stop doing the things that makes you weak. Step 2, do the hard thing. We've been sold a lie. We think a good life means an easy life, but humans are like muscles. We only grow under stress. If you lift heavy weights, your muscle tears, then it grows stronger. Your mind works the exact same. If your day is easy, if you never do anything that sucks, then your mind gets soft. And when life actually gets hard, you will break. You woke up every morning waiting for some magical moment where you would feel ready to start. But there is no practice game. This is it. Every day you chose to be comfortable. You were building a habit. You were teaching your brain to be a loser. You are like wet cement. At first you can move it, but if you let it sit for a year, it gets hard, and now you are trapped in the cement you poured yourself. For some reason, you think that if you stand still, you stay in the same place, but time is like a river flowing backward. It is always pushing you back. If you stand still, you are drifting back. You're not standing still. If you do nothing, you get weaker, softer, and slower automatically. That is why you feel tired right now. You spent a whole year floating, and now you are further behind where you started. If you have time to scroll, if you have time to gossip, if you have time to play the game, if you have time to do any of this other bull crap, if you have time to beat your meat, if you have time to smoke weed, if you have time to vape, you have time to put 15 minutes into crafting your life. It's gonna take every waking moment. If you really want to change, listen to me. If you really want to have this successful life, you cannot act like an ordinary man. You cannot be mediocre, bro. You have to be obsessed. You have to care. You have to be passionate about this shit. You have to put everything, I mean everything, into it, and then you will see your life start changing, and it will only compound. At first it will be little things, but then it will compound. It will become bigger and bigger things. Next thing you know, you are driving 80 miles past the person who was ahead of you just walking. That's how you change your life. You have to do it quick, and the only way you can do it quick is by being obsessed and putting a lot of hours in and just focus for a short period of time. You told yourself tomorrow would definitely be different, but tomorrow is just another today. If you don't move, bro, you promised yourself you would change your life. Was that a fucking lie, bro? Does your word mean nothing to you? Is your word worth nothing? You are wondering why you are so miserable, but you are skipping responsibility. You are skipping the hard things. The world never cared about potential, not one bit. It only cares about what you actually do with that potential. And right now you are wasting it on fucking video games, doom scrolling, and being stuck in a damn room, bro. Are you a fucking rat? Are you an animal? Do you not have a brain to tell you? I've been doing the same thing an animal would be doing for the last 5 years. I'm not using my brain. I'm not trying to elevate. I'm not trying to get out of my situation. I'm just crying about it, falling for the same traps set by men. Stop waiting for a feeling. Motivation is for people who want to fail, bro. You need discipline, not when it's easy, not when your brain is aligned, not when people are watching. When your brain think it's smart enough to give you this easy way out, to give you these easy excuses that you can tell yourself, you have to remember there is no motherfucking shortcut. You don't take shortcuts. Shortcuts are for fucking losers. And if you want to be somewhere in life, you have to go through the fucking pain. You have to be disciplined. You have to get uncomfortable. There is no way around it. The minute you start looking for a shortcut, you have lost. Every single morning you wake up, you have to choose whether you're going to be a today, or you going to be a man that doesn't listen to his feelings or his brain? You just go do the hard things. Do the things that's going to push you to be 1% better tomorrow. And then tomorrow you do the same thing again, regardless how your feelings get in the way. If that bitch get in the way, you tell that bitch, move. I got things to do. I got people to support. I got demons to slay. I have success to chase. Get out my fucking way. You have to be the man. You have to be the warrior. You can't listen to your brain. That shit is the size of a fucking lizard brain right now because you've been doom scrolling all the time. Now you have to train your brain, your mind to listen to you and go through the hard things until it learns this is the new normal now. If you're tired, good. If you're frustrated, good. Get used to it and use it as fuel, bruh. The sad part is most people die at 25. They're just not buried until they're fucking 75. You know why? Because they gave up on their promise. They settled to be fucking average. They accepted the good enough results, the good enough life. Is that you? And yeah, you're going to be like, yeah, that's not me. But that's the life you've been living for the last few years. How is it not going to be you? You being delusional. Unless you start changing today, which you're not going to do. Unless you're going to prove me wrong and get up and be disciplined for the rest of your fucking life today, you're going to be that guy. You've spent enough time thinking about who you could be, bro. You ran out of PTO. Imagine if you had a 40-hour work and then you've been working for the whole year, and then at the end of the year, you get 2 weeks off. Bro, you've been off for the whole year. You don't get no more 2 fucking weeks. You didn't even go to work, so there is no more thinking. Just get to taking action today. We're not waiting till tomorrow. What are you going to do today? It is time to find out who you really are, so stop giving yourself a way out. No more excuses. No more, I will start Monday. Start today and listen to me closely. The version of you that wins is waiting for you on the other side of the work you are avoiding.